Hi and welcome to today's edition of The Reaction with me, Jacob, and today we have quite one interesting topic to deal with. I've always said that the agenda for nation building, our continent's building, look, I am so much interested in it, and at every point in time, anytime I have the opportunity to delve into proper conversations to uplift the spirit of Africa, to begin to reconscientize our people of the essence of knowing who they are and why they are here as a people, the value they carry as Africans. Come on, I'm all into it. And today's top story, we are looking to Trump considering adding another 36 countries, including Ghana, to no travel list. Come to think of it, before I even come to this whole conversation of what Trump is saying, please do well to click on our subscription button, click on the notification button as well, and be part of the family because we need you. The bigger our family, the bigger we can reach out to a lot of people. And I'm sure you are so much interested in our agenda as well. So definitely. Now let's get back to our topic of discussion. What is Trump saying? I'm reading from Graphic Online. Trump considering another 36 countries, including Ghana, to no travel list. Should this be a good news or should it be a bad news? I know you are sitting at home and you are wondering. You shouldn't even wonder because the moment we begin to think that they are doing us a favor by accepting us in their countries, then it means that we have lost ourselves as a people, we have lost our value as a people. As Africans, we should always hit our chest and be proud of who we are. We owe nobody any explanations to who we are. And I don't know why all of a sudden, taking it back from where we are coming from and where we are now, we as a people, as a present generation, we tend to feel like we owe somebody an explanation. We owe the Europeans an explanation as to why we can't live in our country and we are living in theirs and why they should accept us. Meanwhile, it should be the other way around. We have every opportunity to make our country a better place, to make this continent, the African continent, a better place. That we will no longer have any interest in visiting any other European country. In a normal sense, we as a present generation are failing the past generation and failing the next generation as well. We failed where we become so interested, we've developed so much taste for the European thing, quote unquote, that if we are not there, if we are not counting us as part of humans, then we are feeling so down. In all honesty, what are they bringing to the table that we can put on the table? What are the Europeans bringing to the table that Africans cannot put on the table? Human resource we have in abundance. Natural resources we have in abundance. What is left? Thinking. Think. That's our problem. Yet, so henceforth, when we begin to hear conversations around "don't come to my country," then we are feeling too down. We are feeling too as if what? Look, what are we looking for? I'm trying to choose my words carefully. This is the same man, Donald, Mr. President. He's the same man who called us shithole nation, shithole continent, yet we still embrace him. Why? He is not a problem. We are the problem. If we truly value ourselves as a people and that we are not living in a vacuum of no essence, we will not even have to be in partnership with such people, such countries, a country that has nothing to offer. They have nothing to, all they've done in their life has been looting the values, the natural resources this continent possesses. Show us. America themselves, they should show us their reserves. Where did they get it from? Where did they buy it from? They should show us. Looting, in a sense, common sense, is synonymous to thievery. Thievery. During their colonial days, what happened? What has United States of America in bed with the United Kingdom? What have they done for themselves? What have they achieved without Africa? And yet we continue to eulogize these people. All they've done to us is cause us pain. Look, I'll get into the story and try to find out. It says that the Trump administration is considering implementing travel restrictions to 36 more countries, including some major US partners such as Egypt and Djibouti, according to an internal memo seen by a Washington Post. Now, it moves on and mentions some of the countries involved here. It says that the list of countries which could face visa restrictions, travel bans, or other restrictions include 25 countries in Africa: Angola, Benin, Burkina Faso, Cape Verde, Cameroon, Cote d'Ivoire, Democratic Republic of the Congo, Djibouti, Ethiopia, Egypt, Gabon, Gambia, Ghana, Liberia, Malawi, Mauritania, Niger, Nigeria, Sao Tome and Principe, Senegal, South Sudan, Tanzania, Uganda, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. What are we looking for here? What are we going to do over there? They should tell us. What at all is United States having that Africa can't boast of? The only thing that is worrying us is that our leaders over the years have failed us, especially our leaders that have taken over from the past generations in the last 3 decades have failed us. They failed us. One, take all the European countries. It got to a point where, look, we have leaders that have been assassinated, killed, dehumanized by these Europeans. They sat in their country and partitioned Africa in their name. After giving to us, handing over independence, they then implemented neocolonialism, and yet Africa is still dumb. In quotes. We are being daft about it, even though we can see, we tend to move around, we hover around the whole situation, and yet day in and day out, no solutions are being meted out. What is our problem as a continent? These Europeans, all they've done to us since time immemorial is to cause us pain. What are we looking for? I keep on saying this. What are we looking for? I think we are looking at the wrong direction. This present generation is looking at the wrong direction. It's not looking at the proper direction, the right directions. It is high time we begin to position Africa where it is supposed to be, that it will get to a point where these same people, these crooks, will not sit somewhere and say, we are thinking of restricting some travels. My God. Somebody sits in his country as an European. Look at how Patrice Lumumba was dehumanized, killed, assassinated. Those who participated in such acts, such barbaric acts, sat in their country in recounting how his assassination was done. They decided to tell us that after pouring acid on Patrice Lumumba, what was his crime? That he was fighting for the total liberation, the emancipation of its people from slavery, from colonization. What did they do? They said they cut his body into 34 parts. Can you imagine? And that he was able to leave this part of his body, which is his teeth, for tourism's sake. It is high time we begin to destroy, demolish such castles in the name of tourism house. These castles, all they've done, all they did to us was to serve our forefathers, our ancestors, our freedom fighters pain. Yet we pay to go and watch. What are we looking for as a people? We seem not to have learned anything. Our ancestors will sit and be watching us from heaven That if they had knew that such things will be happening now, that this present generation, our leaders will embrace neocolonialism in the name of diplomacy, they wouldn't have even started a fight. Because it's looking like there is no need. There is no need for this freedom that our leaders our forefathers have shed blood, fought for. We read from, so in one of my interesting researches, I got to find out that the legal institution of human chattel slavery, comprising the enslavement primarily of Africans and African Americans, was prevalent in the United States of America from its founding in 1776 throughout in 1776 until 1865. A hub for slavery, yet our own people, the people who once upon a time made us look as slaves, dehumanized us, assassinated those they feel they could assassinate. Today, this present generation, we are chasing visas just to go and have a look. Who does that? Really? Where are we going to? No. What is the way forward? We want to know. As a continent, we should begin to have our way forward. We should have a proper direction that we will not have to be seeking aid from these dehuman. Look, I don't even know the word for them. How can we be seeking help from Satan? In a world of Christianity, we are seeking help from people who once upon a time did not, and they are still not valuing our presence as humans, that they still rethink and sit and find ways to make us even feel less of ourselves in the name of civilization. That, look, we see African leaders, even our dressing clearly depicts that we don't even know what we carry. We don't even know what we possess as a people. All these Europeans have is that they have one self-identity. They know who they are and they know where they are going to. Therefore, they would not succumb to any other authority. What is the case for Ghana? What is the case for other African countries? The case for these other African countries and the continent Africa is that they don't even know where they are going to. Why? Their leaders, our leaders have failed us. They are in bed, they are drinking tea, hot coffee with these so-called barbaric humans who sit in the comfort of their wherever and make decisions for us. Why? Because they could provide us with a penny and a peso and a dollar and a CD, a cent. We have to desist from this act. I would end my case here, but before I leave, the United States forced brutal and dehumanizing treatments. They were considered property. I'm talking about the slaves, subject to sale, forced labor, and violence with little to no legal protection. Let's look at the specific aspects of their treatments included. I'm talking about the slaves again. This is how the slaves were treated in the United States of America. This same country today are having the mouth to tell us that they are thinking of restricting Africans. And in the first case, what are Africans going to do over there? A place which was once a home for slaves as us, humans as us. We were seen and treated as slaves. Today, we want to go there by ourselves. What makes us think that they are going to treat us as humans? They are still going to stick with whatever they've been doing since time immemorial. History says it. I'm not the one saying it. Muslims say that some of the specifics are forced labor, violence and abuse, family separation, limited resources, and lack of rights. This is why I end my conversation on the reaction today. My name is Minkajiko. Please do want to click on our subscription button and the notification button as well, and I'm out. Bye.